Hello everyone. Okay. Hello everyone. Today we are going to give you a detailed tour of the Lanquill platform and give you an idea on how to use this platform. So basically Lanquill is an online language lab which has which has listening, reading, speaking, and writing skills, and also provides certification. It is approved by NEET and AICTE. That gives you an idea that how well Lanquill can be of immense help to each and everyone who are looking forward to brush up their English language skills and also to learn something new from this platform. It is not only a platform wherein you can practice and brush up your skills, but it is also a learning tool through which you can learn a lot of things when it comes to English language learning. So basically this is the landing page of Lanquill, and you can log in to this platform through the given user ID and password, and that would take you directly to the dashboard of this platform. So basically the dashboard provides you a glimpse of where you stand or where exactly how well you are at each of these skills. So as you keep on practicing the skills or the modules, you can view your progress here. So this is basically a consolidated progress sheet which you can see if you want it at one shot, and if you want to go in and find out the details of every particular your progress for every particular skill, you can click on this view progress and see how it is exactly where you stand in terms of this particular module. Also here we have from here it can directly take you to the practice page. Otherwise, if you want to know like how you can improve this particular skills, we have some best practices and insights which can be read through and which you can you put to use for learning this skill in a more effective way. So basically this is listening. This is one way of going to the practice page, but otherwise also from the left panel you can directly click on this particular module that you want to practice, and that would also take you to this page. Then when you click on practice now, you will go to this particular module. So let me tell you how the listening skill works. So basically we have n number of content when it comes to or in any of the modules, which is we have mainly listening, speaking, reading, writing, and along with grammar and vocabulary. As not only listening, speaking, reading, writing is important, but also it is also very important to know or have a comprehensive knowledge about vocabulary as well as grammar. So all of these are interrelated, and mastering all of these 6 skills would actually result in a more effective learning of English language. So coming back, let me tell you that how the listening module works. So basically here we have an audio script which can be played, and after listening to this entire audio scripts, Lanquill will provide you with questions based on this audio script which you need to answer, and then submit your answers and find out what exactly is your score. So basically one thing that has to be noted here is you do not have a lot of time, or you cannot take your own time to complete this particular task, but a time has been allotted to complete this. So basically while listening to the audio you can answer the questions and then submit it. So let me do it randomly for you and you can understand this. Okay, so not many questions would be there for each audio. Only when all the questions are answered, the submit button would be enabled, and once it is submitted, the score will be displayed here. So basically if I am not satisfied with the score that has been given to me, I can the students or any user can go back and try the same audio again, or in case the user feels that no, he needs to try a different audio, even that can be done through this particular option. So basically any number of times that a user wants to practice this module is enabled. So coming to this now, after listening, the next module to practice is the speaking skills. So like the previous module, it also has it has the progress shown here, and then from here we can go to the practice now and practice speaking skill. So speaking skill is very interesting, wherein a script has been given for a user to read out, and a user can hit on the start recording button and then read out the script here. For example, literature like art and architecture are among the highest forms of human endeavor. The end product of this human effort does reflect the age. Hence, one refers to the Victorian era, the pre-independence era, post-colonialism era, etc., in referring to the literary works of those periods. So once you have read out the entire script, that will be displayed here, and then the score would be given here. So you can see that there is a score along with the message that you are doing good, continue the same for better result. So basically, the speaking skill is evaluated under few parameters like pronunciation, dialect, intonation, voice modulation, and everything. So basically, again, here also a user has the option to, like, in case he is not satisfied with the score that has been provided, he can try the same script again, or maybe try a new script pretty much similar to the listening module. And here we have one more option, which is a user can actually go and create a script of his own and then use it for practicing. So this is something very interesting, which provides the user to be creative and have a script of his own for practicing. Now coming to the reading module is pretty much similar to what we have practiced in our school life, wherein we were given a passage to read and then answer the questions based on the particular passage. But this is also kind of time bound, and an allotted time is provided to complete the entire task. So basically, a user is expected to read through the passage, answer the questions that have been provided, and then submit the answers. So yes, so submit the answers, then find out the score. So once again, here also a user has the option to try the same passage again, or maybe try a new passage. So now coming to the most interesting part in the Lanquill platform is the writing module. Now the writing module is very interesting, wherein so the writing module basically works on the analysis. It has a real-time analysis, and wherein the errors are highlighted in terms of grammar, text, style, mistake. So basically, there are three ways in which a document can be analyzed in the Lanquill platform. That the first one is a new document. So new document is wherein maybe I just need to write something, and we can go and write anything that we want in the editor. So as you can see that when on writing these two sentences, as and when I went on writing, the errors in this particular sentences have been highlighted here. So basically, we get to see here in which category the mistakes are, like in which category the mistakes have been highlighted. So this, like you can see, it is a grammar oriented mistake, and these also are grammar oriented mistake, wherein this is a vocabulary oriented mistake. So basically here we what we can do, so Lanquill not only gives you the errors and rectifies it, but also there is a chance to understand why it is a mistake. So what you can see here is that there is a brief description on what the mistake is and what the correct answer is, and also why it is a mistake. Now, one very interesting thing here is not every one of us or not all of us are very fluent in English language. It's not that we understand English language at every step of our life. So basically, Lanquill provides you with an opportunity to understand these explanations in your native language, as well as Lanquill is supported, has the native language support. So my native language is Bangla. So if I am not very confident with English, if I think that I am not able to understand the explanations in English, I can as well see it in Bengali for my better understanding. Also, so basically the native language support is one very important feature that Lanquill provides for an effective and better understanding of the mistakes that have taken place, and also why they are mistakes and how they can be rectified. So basically now also here we have the summary matrix, and this is wherein it what the errors are and in which categories the errors have been committed. They are the user can get a very clear understanding of that as well. And the document quality is one thing that is very important, because as we see the document quality, I know that how well a document has is in terms of its framing. So basically, as and when I keep on doing the corrections, as I keep on rectifying my mistakes, the document quality as well increases. So if you can see that as I went on making the corrections, my document quality has increased from 50% to 100%. So that proves that now my document is error free. Now, coming to this, we also have the option to download the document. Once the errors are fixed, I have the option to download the document and get the error-free document here. Wherein, and if the other option is, if I can also download the report from here, which is like, and the report also, if we want the report or the mistakes to be given in the native language, we have the option to do that. If not, if I'm comfortable in getting the report in English, I can as well do that. So as of now, I don't need the report in native language. So basically, the report is downloaded, and here we have a detailed report on the number of mistakes and the categories under which the mistakes were committed, and with the document quality. So everything I would get in that report. So this is basically how it works. Also, we have the option to add few words in the dictionary. Sometimes we kind of use a lot of proper nouns, names, which the platform might not be very well aware of. So, those words get highlighted as a mistake. So what we can do, we can add those words to the dictionary so that the next time when we analyze a document with the same words, these words would not get highlighted as a mistake anymore. The next option that we have to analyze a document here is the upload option, wherein I can upload a ready document in the editor and get it analyzed in the same way how we did it for the new document, on writing a new document. So you can see the analysis is based depending on the length of the of the content. The analysis is taking a bit of time, and all the errors that are the probable errors that are there in this particular document have been highlighted here, and under which category everything has been highlighted here. So right now the document quality is 66%. As I keep on making the changes and taking the suggestions, the document quality would increase and I would get a free document, error-free document. The other option also what we have is the speak and learn. So I go to Mysore last weekend. Now I am on Bangalore. I am very happy sitting here. So as you can see, I have stopped the recording. I can now submit and analyze. So you can see the editor works in the same way, the writing module works in the same way, and again, the mistakes in this particular two sentences are highlighted over here. So that is how basically the writing module works. One more thing that is very important to understand here is whichever document have been or have been analyzed, Lanquill keeps a record of that. So as you can see that all these documents have been analyzed through Lanquill, and Lanquill has a record of it for future reference. So this is basically how the writing module works. Coming to, like I already said, that grammar quiz and grammar and vocabulary are also very integral parts of language learning. So grammar and vocabulary can be practiced as many times as required, and we can practice it through this particular modules. Next is very important is that Lanquill provides certification. So basically certification, we have 7 levels. Lanquill has 7 levels of certification, starting from the very basic elementary level to the proficient level or advanced level. So basically it would be a joint certification with your college, and like right now I am at at level 7 certification. So the certification tests all the modules, that is LSRW, listening, speaking, reading and writing, along with grammar and vocabulary. So all the 6 modules would be tested in one particular certification, and it takes roughly about an hour to complete one level of certification. The most interesting part is, you can, if you think that if you are really smart and go and take the certification, you have the option to do that by going directly to this particular option and starting with the certification. If you think no, you are not that pro and you need a little practice, so maybe Lanquill provides you with the option to practice how many ever times you want. There is no restriction on the usage or the practice test, and you can practice whichever module you think you are not good at, or whichever module you think you really need a lot of practice before you go and attempt any level of certification. You can keep on doing that from this page. Other than that, there are few grammar topics that are really integral when taking a particular level of certification. So basically Lanquill also gives you an option to practice and understand. Like, I may not be that fluent with clauses, I don't know what clauses are, but level 7 certification requires me to know a bit about clauses as well. So I can directly go from here and read the chapter on clauses, read about what clauses are, and then come back and take the certification. This kind of gives you a hint that what are the topics that are really necessary while taking a particular level of certification. One more thing that is very important. So as this is a joint certification, you can start here. I can show you that. So this is how certification looks like. You would get the questions, and then you can also exit the certification at any point you want, and again try it some other time. All right. So now coming back, we also have the My Learning Center. Like I was saying, that Lanquill is not only a tool to get the error-free document, but it is also a learning tool. So Lanquill has a library of its own, wherein and it has a range, an array of grammar topics. We're starting from the very elementary level, going up to the intermediate level, and finally to the advanced or the proficient level. So only when a user completes all the foundation as well as the intermediate level, the advanced topics would be disclosed to them. And here it is a very adaptive in nature. It is not that every user need to study all through this. Based on your progress, based on your how well you are doing in this platform, and personalized learning is offered to you. Also, it is very like, if I think I am not particular at one, I am not very good with one particular topic, what I can do, I can go to the topic that I really need to master, or I really need to learn, and read through it, and also to understand, to get an idea of how well I have understood this particular topic. I can take an assessment that is based only on this topic. Now, there might be a question among users that it has so many things, it has so much, but like, is it random, or there is some standard that has been followed in I mean, in this platform, in Lanquill platform? So let me tell you that Lanquill is all the content, the certification content, the learning content, whatever Lanquill provides, everything has been very well mapped to the CEFR standards, which is a common standard for language learning. It is called as the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. And to understand what exactly CEFR and how the content in Lanquill have been mapped to the CEFR standard, there is a very clear cut details given to for a better understanding. So you can go through it and see how how Lanquill content has been mapped to the CEFR standard, and how it is really helpful for every user who is practicing through this platform. Otherwise, also there is an offline grammar analysis option provided to the users, wherein they can choose any file, a ready file that they have, and they can upload it and also submit it and get the analysis for that particular document. So it takes a couple of minutes to process, and after that you will hear also similarly you would get a detailed report about of what the errors that are there in your document. So once it is refreshed, once it is processed and it is done, you have the option to download the report from here as well. So that was more about how Lanquill platform can be used. It has no restrictions on the number of usage. It can be used as many times as you want. From the day you register till the next 1 year, there is no restriction or limitation on the number of usage of this platform per day. So you can use it at your own free will anytime you want to brush up your English language skill. So that was from my side. Hope have a happy learning through the Lanquill platform. Thank you. Love